Hi, good evening again. So just to conclude for the review for Chapter 9, in the last video I was just talking about the film The Stepford Wives, and that was an illustration of a situation in which you would have a world where it wouldn't be necessary to have segmentation, or there'd be no differences very much in terms of women. And in the film you see a situation where all women are concerned with one task, and that is pleasing their husband and being a good wife and providing a lovely home and raising children that are perfect. And so everything else is factored out. Any kind of individual difference or any type of course they look different, they have their appearance, but the women have been changed so that they're programmed to behave in a perfect way as determined by the director or the writer of the film. And so again, it's science fiction. It's not. It's an exaggeration, but it's interesting in that it looks at a real problem, that a crisis that perhaps men were facing at that time, in that when they were to get married, they were going to have a very different life than would have been traditionally expected by their fathers, for example. And so there was that feeling of, how are we going to adjust? What's going to happen? Are our lives going to be satisfactory? Are we going to be able to be in a situation where we don't have as much control? So it's this exaggeration where the men decide we're going to take back the control or power. But in the end, what happens? They have women who don't really love them, but women who become robots. And so there's this question and social problem that's being addressed. So for the quiz, in any case, getting back to the quiz, just understand the concept of segmentation, that you have the idea that consumers are going to respond differently based on demographic differences, geographic, psychological, behavioral differences. Understand the 5 steps in segmentation. So if you're working for a company, you have to think about, can we group our customer into different segments, or is it just one type of person, right? You have a dry cleaning business. Are some people coming in for tailoring, or other people coming in for laundry, for dry cleaning? Price range, all of those questions might come into place. Do some people want rapid service the same day, next day, or other people rather save money but have things delivered in a week from the time that they bring them in? So understand the concept of repositioning a product. Understand these, as I said, the 5 steps that go into segmentation. So you're grouping the customers, then you're also grouping products and products into different kinds of categories, and understand those 5 steps. And also understand this concept of mass customization. So if you have mass customization, you're going to have many different segments. Each person becomes, in a sense, his or her own segment, right? So you're going to have a lot of segments, and you're going to have a lot of products, right? Because I'm going to want to have sneakers that have my initials. Somebody else is going to want to have gold stitching on their sneakers. And so there's going to be a big variety of products, plus multiple segments of people. Maybe adolescents are going to have certain preferences, but if everybody can choose, then you're going to have a huge amount, because it's going to be customized to the individual. It's still going to be a product, a Nike sneaker, but everybody's going to end up adding their own kind of personalized features to it. So understand that, and after this I'm going to talk about our project on the Brooklyn-based business. So thank you for listening, and have a very nice holiday, very good weekend, very good spring break as well. Thank you.